Welcome back. It's been a while. I know we promised the first.
Yeah, we did promise the first, but life happens, and I've been busy with moving. So this is
My girl's been busy.
no, seriously, it's been chaotic.
Guys, it's been
been
a
so
year.
chaotic.
It's been a year and a half.
Can you believe it? I honestly, when she told me it's been a year and a half, I was like, there's no way. I did not realize how quick time goes by. But it's been a year and a half, and we're excited to be back.
We're completely different people. It's exciting.
Yeah, I know for sure.
I think it just matches our vibe that we are not trying to portray like a perfect image.
Yeah,
by any
as
sorts.
before, I think we were trying so hard. At least on my end, I was trying so hard.
And I think you closed out your personality because of it.
I think so, because I am.
You're so open now.
Yeah, I kind of am. I don't know what it was. I think I had this idea of what I wanted to be, and it just didn't align with who I was at the time.
Yeah.
So that's definitely, I want to be more myself. So
I like this version of you.
Thank you. But that's pretty much all that has been going on in my life. I've been in mommy mode, working and being a mommy. Like, that is another ball game.
It is.
And I don't think people that don't do it don't realize how hard it is.
And mothers don't get the recognition they deserve. Like, truly.
Not at all. I don't think so. I think fathers, like, when the dad is doing something right, it's like, oh my god, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
But when a mom is like in and day out doing all those things that nobody sees, like, nobody really recognizes that.
Because a mom is supposed to do all of it and not complain.
Oh yeah. And if you're complaining, it's like,
you're not a good mother.
You're not a good mother,
mm-hmm.
or you're not happy to have your child, which is not the case. It's just like you're also learning, and you're going through this stage of like mourning who you are as a person, and then trying to be a mom, go through postpartum, try to find yourself again, and it's like so much fucking shit. I don't even know I can say bad words on here, but nobody realizes how hard it is on a mom. But yeah, no, dads get definitely more recognition than moms, and I don't think that is fair, but it is what it is.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Us mothers, well, I'm not a mom. Oh my god. I'm a mom to my niece because I'm like her auntie, but I'm not a mother.
Yeah.
I'm saying us women can understand the role of a mother.
Mm-hmm.
And we've experienced our mothers like even playing that role, and yeah, I just think you're doing a really good job.
Thank you. I really do try. Yeah, no, it's an experience. Like I said, like, I wouldn't want it any other way, and I don't remember my life without her. So, but
That's insane. That's insane. How it just a baby comes in and it's such a blessing. It just
changes everything.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, girly, you tell us what's going on in your life. What has a year and a half?
Oh my god. You know what? My life is actually really peaceful. I will say.
I love it, and I have seen
so
such a different shift in who you are as a person. I think you're so much lighter now, and you don't have these expectations for people that you've had in the past.
Yep. Eating me up.
Yeah, no, which is
it's
so
right.
The truth. I think you take things for what they are now, and you don't dwell on how things go down.
Yeah. And
I think that's like the best thing you can do for yourself, because it provides like a peace of mind.
Yeah,
for sure. Mm-hmm.
Like so when we stopped filming, I deleted my last Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Huge for me, at least. It was a lot of people on there. Hi. All right, guys, so it literally fell again.
I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Because we're already so nervous, and I think it's giving us a little start to just a restart,
a little kickoff.
Yeah,
it's that
a restart. Like, bitch, it's not that serious, like, why are you making it more serious than it actually is? But it's so nerve-wracking. I don't know why it's so nerve-wracking.
Well, it's
to,
our
like,
first
record
time.
Yourself.
It's our first time coming back.
Yeah,
I think
so
that's too, like,
bear with us.
yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, where was I? Oh yeah, so hi everyone again. Because I had said that I deleted my Instagram, and then I decided to chop my freaking hair. Somebody tell me next time not to do that.
I love.
Ugh.
You know what? I
I-
go through these stages of wanting to cut my hair so short because it looks so good on everybody else, and it looks good
It would
styled.
look fire on you.
No, and I love short hair, but it for some reason it takes longer
Don't
to
do-
style
yeah.
short hair than it takes to style
Mhm.
longer hair. I just don't understand it.
It does.
But it's a vibe
It's a vibe.
for the moment until you want your hair back,
And
and
then-
it's like, what the fuck did I do?
And then it takes a year and a half to grow back.
And
Because
it looks so good. And
thank
it looks
you.
so shiny.
Yeah, I did a mask on it last night. It was it's called guacamole whip.
Oh,
I think it's
you gotta show me which one that is.
yeah, it's from
Because
Sally
I've been
Beauty.
trying the one that you.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's helped my hair grow so much because I don't know, postpartum was not
Mhm.
it was not growing. But it looks longer now.
It
But I
is really
definitely need a
long.
cut because the stylist said go back every 6 to 8 weeks just to like maintain like the healthiness of the hair. So I definitely have to go back. But I think that's really been helping my hair grow. And it just
Period.
grows more
I
healthy.
told her, I was like, you better get on this.
Yeah, no, so what was it? It's like
It's
the
the Revolve mask treatment,
Hair
but
mask?
but I told her to use it as it's like a
conditioner.
a
So-
conditioner, yeah.
What I put it in instead of the regular conditioner, I use that and I just let it sit in my hair for like 3-ish to 5 minutes, and it's been working wonders. So I gotta try whatever you tried.
I'm
the
about to
avocado
switch.
whip.
I'm about to switch to this guacamole stuff.
Period. And I've been saying, and I've been on a kick, like self-care kick.
Yay!
And I see a lot of people making their own hair masks, so I definitely want to do that because it's probably
Honestly,
better.
mhm.
Yeah,
Although everything's kind of expensive.
it's so expensive.
now.
I'm like, the eggs.
Guys, we're all going on a diet because I swear, who can afford this shit?
No, seriously. And I love eggs in the morning, but literally, if you go to the grocery store, eggs are freaking like.
Well, where do you get them?
$12.
Because I've been going and they're out of stock.
I went to BJ's, and they were literally the big pack that was typically like think $13 to $15 was
That's-
$24.
Shit.
But it was like more than whatever you get at the regular grocery store. So it was like,
That's
we'll just
insane.
take the L.
Take
But
the L.
Literally, it's so expensive.
Me with my protein, like how the hell am I supposed to get these gains? I'm just like, I guess I'll have extra protein shake because,
Why? Like,
dude, the eggs at I work at a job. I work at a job. Yeah, I work at a job. I work in a
I thought you were
corporate
gonna
facility.
say I work at a gym. I thought that's what you were
No.
gonna say. I was like, when the hell did you start working at a gym? Because I don't know this.
No, so where I work, they have a cafeteria, and they raised the egg prices specifically by $2, like $1.50 or something like that. No, or like $1.98. So in addition, if you get eggs to your sandwich, you have to pay $1.98 more.
That's insane.
And I was like, what the
That's
heck?
not.
So I was like, girl, you can leave the eggs out. I'll take the sausage. Like, you can leave them out. Like, I don't need that. Yeah, but anyways, oh wait, so we completely got off topic. So once I left, I did cut my hair and I started going through this, like, I want to say like that was July, right? July.
It was so long.
I was in
It was during the summer. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to school and then oh my god, it's been a year and a half. I'm sorry, I have to go back so long. And then there's a freaking, what's it
The
called?
Tesla
The-
Cyber trucks.
Those things are ugly.
Those things are so ugly. And honestly, they were
They're
so
not
rare
cute.
around our area. And now you see them everywhere. I'm just like, what possesses somebody to go and buy this
I don't
truck?
know. Yeah, I just don't like the shape, if I'll be honest. If it looked different, like, I just don't understand, because apparently raccoons think it's one of those trash cans. They think it's the raccoons.
Wait, I don't
Apparently-
blame them.
They think it's a trash can. So, like, apparently raccoons have came and tried to scratch it open, but the insurance doesn't cover raccoons. So, I'm so serious. It was on the news.
What?
But anyways,
That's hilarious. I don't mind the tests look like the regular ones, and I always say they look like spaceships, but they look pretty. It's pretty cool.
It is
Like
cool.
the big ass screen that they have. Probably should stop cursing.
No, you're good. I don't think they say anything about
But those specific trucks, I'm just like I don't get the hype, and I
don't get the
even
hype.
if I had the money, I probably
Nah,
would
girl.
not. No.
Put it in the stock market at that point.
Yeah, no, there's no.
Okay, wait. So back to I keep getting distracted. So yeah. So basically, I was still going to school, and then the year of 2024 came around, and I started therapy, and that was huge.
Thing.
That was huge for me. Yeah, like it's not that I didn't want therapy. I didn't realize they give free therapy at school. I literally missed out on 3 years of therapy, and basically
Oh, maybe because going to school and all that freaking work you have to do.
Yeah, no, that was too much.
You're gonna need therapy afterwards.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna be. She said you need therapy after that schooling. No, but I went, and it was like the best decision. I don't know if it was because I was already doing internal work for years, but it wasn't the. I went to therapy, and I feel like I couldn't have done that work without someone else. Like at first, I was like, I can do it. I don't need anyone. I don't need to like go seek advice. And it wasn't anything against therapists. I always recommended therapy, and obviously I was going for psychology.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I just personally felt like I could do it on my own because I've done everything in my life on my own, right? So I was wrong, and I had 2 therapists. They were wonderful, literally. Like maybe the second one I didn't really click with, but the first one I did, and she helped a lot. And the second one ended up helping after we finished.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't see everything that she taught me till after it was all over.
Right.
So the lessons didn't click
Right away.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you have to sit on those conversations just to get what you need from them. And it's hard to, depending on what conversation it was, it's hard to see those things in the moment if you're not in the space to hear it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like it wasn't that I wasn't in the space, it's that I was being stubborn with like, no way, like, you know, it can't be me.
It's never us.
It's never us. No, I did take accountability for a lot of things on my end, but I always have. And I just feel like it's good to do that. Like, as a person, we should be taking accountability on things that, if you think there's something that you did wrong, you should speak on it, I feel.
Yeah,
And
but
because
sometimes it's hard to see. If you're so used to doing things the way you've always done it, and you don't realize you're doing something wrong,
that's true.
It's hard to just realize those things in the moment unless somebody points it out. And
That's
you're
what
like,
I'm saying.
oh, okay, now I see where you're coming from or where I went wrong. You
Well,
know?
that's why I hope you guys like also have friends that actually tell you things, because like I've told B, like that's such a big thing for me. Like I can only have friends that tell me this shit to my face. Like I don't want people going behind my back talking to other people about whether Sandra's doing this. I mean, it doesn't happen like at all, but I'm saying like in my past, I feel like instead of coming to me, people would say it behind my back, and then it's like, hey, I kind of, you know what, I kind of need friends that are willing to tell me shit to my face so we can fix it together, so we can work on it, because a friendship also isn't gonna work if 2 people are not being honest with each other.
And I think it happens way too often where you do have a group of friends where they're unable to be honest with you on certain things, whether that is because you don't want to hurt your feelings, or they're also in the same mindset or same point in their life that you're at. But it's so important for friends to hold each other accountable, because I feel like that's the only way you're gonna be fully able to grow and see growth in that friendship.
Yeah. Because I feel like even there was a point where I had to go to B for like something that I was in my head about, and like I had to come to her, and that was so hard for me because I was like, I've never had a conversation like this with her. I was like, what if the first thing that went into my head was the limiting beliefs that I had in like old friendships, which was they're going to gaslight me and tell me that I'm thinking too much and I'm too much of it. Like, they used to say, like, I was in the wrong all the time for having feelings or having a concern. And Beatrice just completely, like, validated that.
Yeah, I think I validate your feelings and I allow you to express what you're feeling, but I also will tell you if what you're feeling, like, my opinion, and my opinion might not align with how you're feeling, but I'll give you that input. That way you're able to maybe see things in a different light, but I will never invalidate how you're feeling in the moment, because we all go through, you know, shit where we think it's like we're only one-sided on things. You don't see another person's perspective, so sometimes we do lack the understanding from the other point of view, but you're very good at taking anything I tell you, and I think
I love it. I eat that shit up. I'm like, yes, because
like, oh, or you become quiet and you start observing taking in everything that I'm saying. So it makes it easy for me to just be that open with you as well, because I never feel like you're gonna take it a certain way, or if I'm going through shit and I'm telling you how I'm feeling or what's going on, I never feel judged. So it just becomes like a good balance.
That's such a good compliment.
Yeah.
You know, that was my biggest fear at some point, was people thinking that I was judging them, because my way of giving love is advice, and it's like a love language, and it's also my way of showing people that not to feel alone is by telling them, hey, I went through something similar, and I kind of give examples, exactly like a podcast, but kind of like, imagine like you're literally going through something, and it's like a need for me to make you feel understood. And a lot of people will take that as a one-up, like either you're trying to one-up them, or that you're not validating their actual experience, when it's actually not like that at all. Like, for me, your experience is so important that I'm like, hey, I hope you know, like, you're not alone, like,
it's normal to feel this way.
Yeah, like, I just kind of want to comfort someone in the sense of someone else has also experienced the same thing, and it's not abnormal. But a lot of people will be in that mindset of like, oh, this is all about you, and that's not it. Also, now with my friendships that I have currently, I go out of my way to sometimes stay quiet and read the room, because you need to read the room a lot, or I will go ahead and explain to people that don't know me too well, like, hey, by the way, when I'm bringing a situation up and you're like, and I'm comparing it, it's only because I want you to know that you shouldn't feel alone. You know, that I don't want you to feel alone in this, and it clears up that pathway of like communication, where people don't feel like you're like judging, or it's crazy. It's just, I've learned to really speak up in my communication, because I used to assume people would know that I was just trying to be nice, and
and sometimes like you said, you have to learn how to read the room, because if somebody's coming to you for certain things, you have to know whether it's the time to just listen, or whether they're asking for, you know, your advice. And sometimes advice is not always taken the way that you want it to be taken, but I don't think it has anything to do with you or what was said. It's more of like whether that person is ready to be receptive of what you're saying, because sometimes they might not be ready. It's not what you're saying, they might just not be ready to hear those things. But I think you've grown so much in that aspect where you're able to just listen if I need you just to listen. Whereas to before, I felt like you always had to
I had to fill in the silence too.
Right.
That was also just a me thing, where I couldn't be in silence a lot.
Yeah, I think I'm the same way to a certain extent. It's just like I start babbling when it is quiet, because I don't like the awkwardness. But I think now we're able to be quiet and know that it's okay. you know?
No fight or flight.
Yeah.
Fight or flight is so real, guys.
Oh my god. It's still... It happens way too often in my life, and I think I have to stop myself when I get to that point of, hey, like, I'm feeling this way because I'm not used to like going head forward when it comes to situations where I'm just not comfortable with.
Yeah.
And I choose to fight because that's just how I was wired growing up. But yeah, no, it's definitely real.
Yeah, I've been very calm now. Like, my mind is just quiet, and when I do get triggered, it kind of like brings my brain to like I don't know how to explain it. I think because I've just focused so much on taking care of myself and like not prioritizing wanting to have like FOMO in life. I don't have FOMO anymore, and I don't want to. First of all, I put lashes on this morning because I wanted to look. Maybe part of me just thought, hey, this podcast, like, I need to look the part the way I did last year, because at some point I used to love wearing lashes, and like I fucking took them off. I was like, zip zip, like, girl, like, I was just like, yo, honestly, that's not even me anymore. I'm not even gonna front, like, that isn't me. And I do like a good lash, don't get me wrong, like, but it's like I wore them and I was like, wow, like, I'm so different. This is my everyday makeup for work, like, literally what I'm wearing, and I was just like, why would I want to be anything more than that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think that's what I was having issues with this morning as well. I think I've had identity issues after having the baby. So I'm just like, I don't like looking at I haven't fully gotten to the point where I just like looking at myself. So like this alone is hard. But it's not something that I feel like I will overcome it eventually. It's just like I'm in that stage where I'm just mom, you know? And I think that gets hard too, because then it's like, then where did V go, you know? So it's like trying to find that balance. But I know it's like I still have a long journey ahead of me. But I know that it'll eventually happen. Like, this is not the space that I'm always going to be in. It's just still trying to figure out like, who I am as a mom and who I am as an individual. But yeah, like, this alone is very hard.
And it's interesting that you said that, particularly with you finding your identity, because even my sister's a mom to my niece. We went to a writing class last weekend, or was it 2 weeks? No, it was 2 weeks ago. I don't freaking know. But no, last weekend. And she mentioned something in particular that, like, she made a statement about me being a mom first. And then later on, she was like, oh, I kind of regretted saying that because technically I'm me first.
Yeah.
And the sad part is, I feel like, not the sad part, it's not even sad. It's like the reality is when you're a mom, you really feel guilty if you step outside of that.
100%. I think that's what I'm trying to overcome now, because I think I'm still trying to get the groove of things. So if I do anything for myself, I feel guilty.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm assuming that most moms go through this stage, and eventually, like, you're like, snap out of it, because if you're okay, then your baby's okay. But right now, it just seems hard to just be anything else but mom, you know?
And that's okay too, because at the end of the day, like you said, that's going to be a part of your path and your journey. And eventually, you'll get your footing, because that's what happens with everybody, I feel like, at some point.
I think so.
You're not alone.
Yeah, no, I know. Which is why I like want to say these things, because I know that, you know, moms may relate to feeling this way. Maybe you have some advice for me. You never know.
Put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Like, actually,
like, what did you do as self-care just to get a little time away from the kids? Because even now, it's like I can't get like 30 minutes without her like running to me in the bathroom. Or how did you overcome not feeling guilty when you wanted to go out with the girls or do hobbies that you had prior to having the baby? How did you overcome not feeling guilty going back to those things? But I think it's important to have those things eventually, because if not, that you're gonna lose yourself completely, and at that point it's like, how do you get yourself back if you've dug
A deeper
a deeper
hole.
hole, right?
And then also, like, in general, people have this misconception of, like, if you're not with your kid for like 2 hours to
Oh
eight,
my God.
like, you're a terrible mom, where's her kid? And then it's like, what? It's
Do you
like,
know who judges moms the most?
No.
What do you think?
You're asking someone that wouldn't know. Let's see.
No, but like just in general,
Like people that aren't moms.
no,
Oh.
other moms.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that.